Crucial. Crucial. Every Sunday, around 10 p.m. Crucial. Crucial. Every Sunday, around 10 p.m.
You're listening to the Sound Alliance broadcasting from the Loyola University campus on 88.7 FM. This is Crucial Rhythms with DJ System 4 and Epic One.
Crucial Rhythms, 88.7 WLUW. This is the Chicago Sound Alliance. We're broadcasting from the campus of Loyola University. You're in tune with Crucial Rhythms with DJ Epic One and
DJ System 4.
It's another Sunday, 10 to midnight. We do this hip-hop show, which we keep underground hip-hop and classic hip-hop in rotation. And we got part 2 of Blueprint. And if you missed the interview with him, where can they go listen to it?
CrucialRhythms.com.
How was your week, man?
It was good. Settling into fall. Got my vest on, getting my fall wear out, so I'm excited.
You got your B-boy vest, man. If you
Puffy
watch
vest, sweatshirt.
that bust a backspin.
Those days are over.
All right, well, we got something for the B-boys for sure, and something for all the graffiti and DJ and all the elements of hip-hop heads tonight. So we're gonna get right into this mix, and if it's coming a little staticky, you can listen to this show at WLUW.org. Again, WLUW.org. Playing in the background is Blueprint. Blueprint is from Columbus, Ohio, and we'll give you more info on him, but we're gonna get right into the mix. Crucial Rhythms, 88.7 FM.
And beyond, alarm to the lost songs of origin. An affection for the mics got me unemployed again. Walking the 12 steps to heaven with the pad plus the pen. And the 2-liter bottle filled to the rim with tonic and gin. From 99 and beyond, alarm to the lost songs of origin. An affection for the mics got me unemployed again. Walking the 12 steps to heaven with the pad plus the pen. And the 2-liter bottle filled to the rim with tonic and gin. I bent my brim, had to the left for protections of the sins I've committed. Unwitnessed, cause bystanders of innocence wind up as victims of political resistance. Puerto Rock utilizing building blocks to get the moms off government assistance and get their minds on upliftment. Rising like religion of saved Christians in prison, begging forgiveness from the executioners, accusing them of taking life in the form of Lucifer. But my genetics trace back to the conceptions of Jerusalem, so the devils didn't cause it. Behind the police lines we live in cautious, born into the earth as orphans in a world out of orbit, auctioned as indentured servants, forced to worship false principles of corporate irrelevance. So with the hands of time I formed a fellowship, communicating through the art of official intelligence. Official intelligence. Official intelligence.
I watch circus acts juggle raps with little difficulty. My rap steeds the trapeze without a net somersaulting. To the simplistic, yes it may seem insulting the way I'm voting, catapulting around. I watch circus acts juggle raps with little difficulty. My rap steeds the trapeze without a net somersaulting. To the simplistic, it may seem insulting the way I'm voting, catapulting around. I do whatever it takes to make thought-provoking sound. Words get thrown around, but see they're very seldom caught. Herbs try to clown under the mask of being hot, but when the curtain closes, yes, a circus is a circus. Frankincense and myrrh used to reign, but now they're worthless. I purchased my tickets in attempts to see a showman got X-rated, outdated players, hits and holes, spitting flows. Now I'm wishing I missed the show, or maybe that I didn't know what goes on behind a circus tent. Murder skits, it's a pity that the city gave birth to it. I sit and watch as the crowd begins to worship it. Murderers and burglars, preferring to be called ceremonial masters. I'm feeling like these bastards got me captured. My lonely thoughts are drowned out by the onlookers' laughter and amazement. I'm stuck up in this game, forced to play it. This is becoming harder and harder to take it. Expecting me to dance around naked, not making a statement. Disrespect towards the art that I hold close to my heart. Ridiculously ripped apart for whips, gold chains and kicks. Forgetting where the meaning with the relevance is leaving, and I watch them bathe in the sun just for the hell of it, drowning themselves in their artificial intelligence.
It's like
the smoking. Got the whole block saying do that. The smoking. Got the whole block saying do that. The smoking. Got the whole block saying do that. You were smoking. Got the whole block saying do that. You were smoking. Got the whole block saying do that. You were smoking.
Yo, I keep it simple. EPS for instrumentals, beats and breaks for hi-hats and my cymbals. Added 12 tracks to record my frequencies. Sure microphone for serving whack MCs. Indeed, we proceed at breakneck speed, giving you what you need, but never what you want. Crushing stunts, and anyone that wanna front. Some niggas walk around with a pocket full of blunts. I got a Walkman and a tape filled with beats that bump. How many lumps is what I asked before I dumps? Cause most of these hard rocks is really punks. Back in high school we had them giving up their lunch. Before the 2D they wanna be MCs, using hip hop to live out their fantasies. But that's blasphemy in my own vision. So I be blasting my Walkman so I don't have to listen. If the song is strong, then I'ma put it to a test. Featherweight MCs get they styles bench pressed. Cast away the curses, lyrical trapeze like the circus. We travel nomadically for years before we surface. Emphatically focused, don't flipping mics without the hocus pocus or magic tricks. We come thick like locusts to steal the seeds of your harvest. Cause conceptually and intellectually, greenhouse effect is the hardest.
You were smoking me. Got the whole block saying true that. You were smoking me. Got the whole block saying true that. You were smoking me. Got the whole block saying true that. You were smoking me. Got the whole block saying true that.
Manifest exists to bring you clarity of vision. Cut away them cataracts with laser beam precision. Peep the expertise by checking the incision. Only I can set you free with executive decision. More destructive force than nuclear fission. Every time you look around, you see the skill of O is risen. Cosmic ascension through the ranks. From non-existence to existence. To defeat them of the crews, I need no assistance. For instance, the distance between your skills and my skills is clearly infinite. Not only am I rapping about this real, but I'm living it, giving it to you the only way that I know how. Hip-hop heads have deified me like Chairman Mao. Manifest never correct while other MCs is living fine. You ask me how I stayed successful in this game. Manifest dropping up the for aces and spades.
You were smoking me. Got your whole block saying true that. You were smoking me. Got your whole block saying true that. You were smoking me. Got your whole block saying true that. You were smoking me.
you never succeed in progress. You never succeed in progress. Searching for peace through material objects. Extremes in the process. Searching for peace through material objects. You never succeed in progress. Searching for peace through material objects. Extremes in the process. Searching for peace through material objects. You never succeed in progress. Searching for peace through.
My words of wisdom hold. Every man should stay gold, keep your heart attached to soul. All in the long road, cause it's easy to lose your main possession. Stress and obsessions of mainstream, dreams of having cream.
But there's a lesson
to everything I'm addressing. Keep your heart intact with your main vein. That connection keeps it real. Don't ever switch your game for mass appeal. I'll never sell my soul sign, eat well. All of that's below. Ask the bros that truly know me if I ever let a whip name me Toby. Got too much pride and for no man. All my hemoglobin with respect, sticking Midas to the whitest in the soul man. But for some the issue is getting money. Ain't no white picket fence in the land of milk and honey, but it's funny. Like roots, you say, and grit stomach. Taking in the cloudy skies, half blind, thinking it's sunny. There it goes. Keeps the nucleus unexposed. And the heart in one's creation can be sniffed by the nose. I remember when you froze to wipe the ash from your clothes. Now you wanna rule the world, striking a dollar sign pose. Just think, if only Mr. Simpson stay gold and never fold, he be on the high road. So if your heart took you to the high road, stay gold. Never fold playing with your own soul.
Yes, I used to lounge in the back, watching DJs spin the wax. The sound of hip-hop kept me relaxed. Poetics make hits for all the real MCs, but fake MCs using far-fetched strategies. Videos with freaks, they even rolling Range Rover Jeeps. Catching the bus when they videos complete. Walking the streets like everybody else, playing the king for a day, burping like they got some wealth. But me and Ink will staying grounded in reality, refusing to get caught up in all these fantasies and fallacies. But I guess if your microphone skill is pitiful, you got no choice but to rely more on the visuals. I know it's a business, but sometimes it gets old, watching these MCs playing these roles. So if your heart took you to the high road, then stay gold. Never fold, playing with your own soul.
Too many try to ration, hoping they can get a glimpse of action, but it's never truly gold if it's fraction. Nothing on this earth retains its same value or worth without the pieces that initially made it work. That's why I keep what's in my chest, very deep within my flesh. I'ma stay gold until my soul is laid to rest. Print the world's out to get me.
I know that's right.
Trying to snatch my purity and leave me empty, I doubt it. Very seriously on the real. That's like running high hurdles uphill. I can never lose my soul in a battle of will. It's truly me against the world. I understand the words of Tupac Shakur. My efforts to stay gold has been a never-ending battle. I don't get rattled, I get down to handle business, then back up in the saddle. Steadily they bring the pressure, but that's cool cause they bound to get the picture. So if your heart took you to the high road, stay gold. Never fold, play with your own soul. If your heart took you to the high road, stay gold. Never fold, play with your own soul.
It's like that. Yeah. First up, we gon' have. It's like that. Yeah. First up, we gon' have. It's like that. Yeah. First up, we gon' have. You first, manifest. Okay.
How much do you weigh?
I consider myself weightless. Whack MCs hate this way of my greatness. Science that I drop is very heavy. Let me introduce you into my medley.
How much do you weigh?
I consider myself weightless. Whack MCs hate this way of my greatness. Science that I drop is very heavy. Let me introduce you into my medley. As I find myself facing future phantoms I amass massive amounts of membrane, bordering thoughts left to the insane. The picture of fed optic acuity causing eye strain. On the lead torrential flow, whack MCs inhabit the floodplain. Manifest ordained to sustain aspirations of linguistic mastery. Convey my messages with assassinate accuracy, weightlessly rationalize elevations of my heresy. MCs call me out until I'm making a tip to embarrass me, but I'll reciprocate ballistically. Hard target with consistency, snappers are missing me. Controlling your movement with psychological intensity. Now that you hear, release my volatile propensity. I plan to numb with your feel with anesthesia, cause you're hesitant to flow like nasty cats with gonorrhea. Sensation of being burned is not a pleasant one to feel. Mouth spitting out flame like the rear of the Batmobile, leaving imprints of the mic in your grill. I knock you out and reawake your ass to sheer will. Minor league responsible for the loss of stolen articles and damage caused by hyper-accelerated sound particles. What we're saying here will make you sort your slacks. Manifest rhyme, legitimize hypochondriacs.
How much do you weigh?
I consider myself weightless. Whack MCs hate this way of my greatness. Science that I drop is very heavy. Let me introduce you into my medley.
How much do you? 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 How much do you?
Yeah. Feels great. Can't stop me. It's Printmatic. Yeah. I like to get inside the car and drive along open roads to open up my mind. Watch the sun rise, reflect on life. Wishing that the gas prices wasn't so high. The lust of the dollar make you holler or cry. But even in the winter, the birds still fly. Sometimes success is deceiving to the eye, cause people say they rich when they just getting by. Television make you think it's something you can buy, but before you get the truth, you gotta sort through the lies. Choose your own path and walk on by. The only true failure is if you don't try. I don't respect people who don't respect time, sitting on their hands while the clock tick by. Consider this a word to the wise. If you love what you do, then it ain't really your grind. I'm talking about hard work. I'm talking about patience. It's a celebration of your journey, even when you don't know your final destination. I'm talking about hard times. I'm talking about blood, sweat, and tears. Recognize that the reason that you here is only cause you figured out a way to persevere. I never wanna have to tell the people who I am. You wanna learn a thing or two, talk to my fans, or hop in the van and come to my jam. I practice on my set until 2 a.m. Before this was my job, I just wanted one chance to motivate the crowd in my b-boy stance, explore the art form and see foreign lands. And now that it's here, it ain't slipping through my hands. How we pay homage but stay so advanced. His style like water in waves that crash. It knows no form, constricts and expands. Try to hold it down and just slip through the cracks. My ritual is wax, I pile it in the stacks. Intentionally use the sound of vinyl when it cracks. Your boy mean biz, you can feel it in my raps. Seen and done it all, but still spiritually intact. Come on, I'm talking about hard work. I'm talking about patience. It's a celebration of your journey, even when you don't know your final destination. I'm talking about hard times. I'm talking about blood, sweat, and tears. Recognize that the reason that you here is only cause you figured out a way to persevere.
I always had hopes of being a big star. And then I look, as you get older, you aim a little lower. And I just say, well, you still might make an impression. Everybody wants to leave something behind it. Some impression, some mark upon the world. Then you think, if you left a mark on the world, if you just get through it. And if you could remember your name, then you left them off. You don't have to bend the whole world. I think it's better to just enjoy it. Pay your dues and enjoy it. If you shoot an arrow and it goes real high, hooray for you.
On some lo-fi fish, from Columbus, you know. Home of that lo-fi fish. Prison. Times you like, psychedelic horse. Yeah. Play victim too much and you never be a hero. I would never come to you even if I need you. Sad, sad song every time that I see you. Polish up your act because it's see-through. Play victim too much and you never be a hero. I would never come to you even if I need you. Sad, sad song every time that I see you. Polish up your act because it's see-through. Right. You never know who your friends are until it hits the fan. And nothing in your life is going according to plan. Maybe I was tripping, but I thought you was my man and would help me pick up the pieces when things are out of hand. But before I can talk about my mess, you flip the script so you can play the damsel in distress. Poor you, the whole world is against you. What are you to do with nobody to defend you? Everything around you is so out of control, but from what you telling me, you cause it all on your own. Every once in a while I wouldn't mind, but you pull this type of thing every single time. And by the time I hang up the phone, damn, I can't even remember why I called. Keep crying wolf when the wind blows, and nobody's gonna answer when you need it the most. Play victim too much and you never be a hero. I would never come to you even if I need you. Sad, sad song every time that I see you. Polish up your act because it's see-through. Play victim too much and you never be a hero. I would never come to you even if I need you. Sad, sad song every time that I see you. Polish up your act because it's see-through. Show me somebody who doesn't get called for help, and I'll show you somebody who's always talking about themselves. Like this one chick I knew, so fine, had to have it. Swooped on her, got the number, time to work the magic. I smashed it, but I was still a friend, so we would talk on the phone late night to no ends. Man, I really like Shorty, but every time we talk, she had another sob story. Oh, you got a headache, your car need new brakes, you got charged with videos, you turned in late. Your baby daddy ain't paying child support, and you failed a drug test and got fired from your job. She was professionally helpless, a lifetime victim, bringing on the sympathy of any man that listened. Even worse, she was materialistic and had to have the best. From her shoes to her lipstick, went to New York, spent $1,000 on clothes. Shocked to come home to a disconnected phone, then had the nerve to ask me for a loan. Acting like she would die if it wasn't back on.
Hey baby, how you doing? I really need a loan. You know that I love you. Just off my phone. Really not fair. I need you back on. Every time I turn around, I can't get on.
I looked at her like I didn't even know her, and right before I walked away, this is what I told her. Play victim too much and you never be a hero. I would never come to you even if I need you. Sad, sad song every time that I see you. Polish up your act with just a see-through. Play victim too much and you never be a hero. I would never come to you even if I need you. Sad, sad song every time that I see you. Polish up your act with just a see-through.
Inhale, 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 just inhale. 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 Inhale, inhale, exhale, just inhale. Inhale, 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 just inhale. Inhale, exhale. My rhyming get invited in your body like a vitamin. I supply the supplement, you just discovered it. Hold me close and overdose on my poetic potion. Lovely when you rub me in your skin like lotion. Then I begin to stimulate your innovative action. You used to be subdued, but now you choose to rhyme with passion. Sign for this delivery, I left on your porch. Sign for this delivery, no matter what the cost. Let my thought direct you when you start feeling lost. Tune into my frequency and never turn me off. Listen to my interview straight from the source. Order from my menu and get the main course. Come on in and work early, let me be your boss. Let me be the theme music, you won't take a loss. Just inhale, 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 just inhale, inhale, exhale, just inhale, 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 just inhale, inhale, exhale. You don't need a needle just to put me in your arm. Let me feel your bloodstream until you're feeling warm. Let me do the fighting for you till the pain's gone. Store me in a safe place deep inside your home. I'm willing to take trips into the dark and unknown corners of your subconscious where the climate's cold. Use me to the fullest, it'll never get old. Forget about opinions and the things you've been told. Use me as a currency for things bought and sold. Let me be an example of how to break the mold. Use me as an inner strip, you need to break the hold. Use me till I'm gone. Use me till I'm gone. Just inhale, 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 inhale. Just inhale, inhale, exhale. Just inhale, 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 inhale. Just inhale, inhale, exhale. Let me be the scapegoat for all your inefficiencies. Let me be the one you blame for all your inconsistencies. Let me be the one to solve all of life's mystery. My quote's the antidote for all of life's misery. Study all my hardship and learn to think critically. Forget about the bullshit you learned back in history. Visit
Exercise mentally, get in shape spiritually. Exercise mentally, get in shape spiritually. Visit me and take deep breaths of my energy. Exhale all the hate you had for your enemy. Exhale all the hate you had for your enemy.
Just inhale, 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 inhale. Just inhale, inhale, exhale. Just inhale, inhale, inhale. Just inhale, just inhale, inhale, exhale.
You know it.
Out of the way.
You know it.
You're listening to Crucial Rhythms on 88.7 WLUW Chicago Sound Alliance, broadcasting from the campus of Wyow University. In the mix with DJ Epic One.
Tonight has all been Blueprint, so this is a Blueprint discography part 2. More about Blueprint if you don't know about him. His name is Albert Shepard, better known as Blueprint. He's an American hip-hop artist from Columbus, Ohio. He's the founder of Weightless Records. Blueprint is one half of the duo Soul Position with RJD2. You were just giving me an interesting fact about RJD2. Let him know.
RJ went on to play guitar after the popular Megahertz group. He also went on tour and he played acoustic guitar. I thought that was kind of interesting. He kind of experimented with different genres after he reached a lot of fame with these beats and a lot of Megahertz, RJD2, Greenhouse Effect.
And that's what's playing in the background is Greenhouse Effect as well. And he dropped studio albums such as The Weight Room, Chamber Music, 1988, Iron and Niacin, Sign Language, Adventures of Counterculture, Deleted Scenes, Respect the Architect, King No Crown, and his latest release is Two-Headed Monster. Want to give a big ups to everybody who's already in the house with us. Shout out to Gloria, Keith, Rawtron, and Donna. Everybody else in the house with us checking in. That would be Def Rock, happy birthday, and Tony. Shout out to Zach, Tori, Z, what up, what up? Khadija and Victor. So we're gonna keep going with the mix. The time is 10:27. You're listening to 88.7 WLUW, the Chicago Sound Alliance. We're broadcasting from the campus of Loyola University. Let's get back in the mix with some more Blueprint, Crucial Rhythms.
You know it. You know it. Like this. You never know really whether they for or friendly. Got drama, I'ma try to get it over quickly. I'm like, oh really? You ain't a soldier silly. A couple scuffles don't add up to a war silly. Even the greediest of people don't want it with me. Got them thinking this in Blueprint sorta risky. I leave them sorta dizzy like they drink a quart of whiskey or hit the El Jesus. Shout out to John Whiskey. This up the Bomb Diggy. Come sing along with me. No L's, all W's. I'm Bobby Digi. You like Bobby Jimmy, all Commodity. Right, I lie to anybody with a story, feel me. I write the fire even if it's feeling cold and chilly. Listen to shorty to my block to the store for Phillies. Write the fire even if it's feeling cold and chilly. Listen to shorty to my block to the store for Phillies. Come on, man. Ain't nobody with me. Tell you mother, ain't nobody with me. This is the day-to-day, grip the paper mate. Make a banger, get it played in a major way. If you a stranger to the game, you gotta pay to play. I get the name, get the fame, then fade away. My freestyle is my saving grace, but I still hold down the written's just like a paperweight. So even cast a claim to hate, have to admit that Prince speaks the gospel with amazing grace. Mine stays 88, beats with crazy bass. The 4 MP3s, double decks, making tapes. The fist fight era where the worst was a razor blade. You can get slashed but still live to fight a later day. But nowadays they try to make it so you can't escape and put you on ice now that you skate away. This is the day-to-day, gotta get my paper straight, cause the crooked people made me wait. Who told you being lazy pays? They was wrong. Chillin' till your face is gray, then you're dead and gone. I'm here to pave the way and do it on my own. Printmatic is back to save the day with a song to move back. Come on. How long I been gone? Y'all ain't got no better. I do this for real, man. I'm still sorry. Second issue. Still the hardest out. It's all fat.
the left side of the tracks. The type of ghetto neighborhood where kids slang cracks, hang out like stray cats, smoke weed and play craps, and try to make their papers stack. My man did 2 years in Orion and came back, took me to the side and hit me with the straight facts.
Man, I know what I did was wrong, I can't change that. But every dime that I lost, I'm about to take back. I can't play and leave my business neglected. Now that I got my freedom, I gotta protect it.
Yeah, fresh off a bid, what he said was expected. I didn't like it, but I had to respect it. I wish his energy was legally directed. Instead, he'd rather be illegally connected. But we've been best friends since elementary, so I ain't trying to see him in the penitentiary. Confined physically, standing still mentally. His baby girl and mother saying that they missing him. Encouraging words and books I'll be sending him with. Hate in my heart for the fakes that won't visit him. We've been here once and I can take more of the same, but I be talking to a wall if I ask a cat to change. It was the kind of summer night that makes you stare at the stars, forget about the scars you've collected from the wars.
So what you trying to do, man? I'm trying to hit the bars.
I'm not even a drinker, but I hopped inside the car, Alum Creek to 104, 104 to Kimberly, pulled into the parking lot right outside of Misty's and took a long pause before we broke, so he could smoke. He took a long pull and then he spoke.
With my baby girl here, I can't see being broke.
Man, I feel what you saying, but it ain't gotta be
easy for you to say, you already got a degree. But son, I'm sitting on a GED, ain't nothing out here for me but selling or slipping.
Man, you tripping.
How you figure?
You gotta take a step back and try to see the bigger picture. Look outside the block, there's a lot more. In anything worth having in life, you gotta work
you
hard
know that it's far more difficult than it looks. And with the record, it's expected that I wash dishes or cook. I'd rather be a crook than in the unemployment line. It's people out here with these 9 to 5s who barely got a dime.
True, I told him not to let the streets get him blinded. I got a business book from school and I would find it. So when he went legal, he'd have knowledge behind it. Wall Street or Shade Tree, just be business minded. He agreed with my sentiments and said cool. Told me people say they wanna help but never do. I listened silently, responded and I said true. No matter what path you choose, man, I'm here for you. No matter what path you choose, man, I'm here for you. No matter what path you choose, man, I'm here for you. Here for you. My name is Blueprint. No half stepping, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. People out there listening from Moscow to Michigan. It's time to hear a funky rhyme by me, the Primatic again. Been gone for a minute though, but I'm back to get the dough and make bread, cause they said that rap wasn't original. Took it back to 88, Biz Markie supplied the break. Rhyme singers put it out without a bunch of red tape. Brainstorm, wrote a bit, did beats, recorded it. Got it in the stores for the folks that could afford the edition. As long as you listen, I ain't mad at tripping, but my car broke down and I can't afford to fix it. Now I'm the kind of dude that might roll up beside you on my bike while I ride through the Burger King drive-thru and place an order for a milkshake and a big fish. Give you a thumbs up, Papa Willie, and then dip. It's time to be merry. I voted John Kerry, but him and Bush both got wives that look scary. Blueprint is a going off. 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 Yeah. Blueprint is a going off. I'm at the bar toasting, got the girlies open, cute like Billy D. Williams, smooth as Billy Ocean. Got juice with the club, so I drink for free, unless I bring a bunch of non-tipping dudes with me, and that's Bad Barmer. Word to Greg and Dharma, gotta look out for the people who make drinks for ya. But I'm still a cheap dude, maxing with my people. Big gulp of Pepsi, add the Jack Diesel, equals me playing in a place to be. In the crowd trying to mac the promoter's main squeeze. I wish you would've told me, I really didn't know B. Now this'll probably be the last show they throw for me. Win some, lose some, it ain't that serious. I'm more concerned with living a life full of experience. Okay, this is all I gotta say. Still from rich people, have a nice day. Blueprint is a going off. 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 Yeah, a scene from Babylon. The caged bird sings his saddest song. Packs of wild dogs run around, bury bones. Police teams terrorize the streets and carry arms. As ill as it seems, nobody blink, cause that's the norm. Stress is a heavy load, hard pressed to carry on. Despite we fight against heavy odds like Larry Holmes. Temptations a chameleon with many forms. He motivated cause his will to win's very strong. Sing gunslangers, gangbangers, hangers on. Taken under by the very blocks they standing on. Seen veterans haunted by what they seen in war. Never dreamt of being poor, now they people we ignore. Another pacifist hoping that it catches on. Give back, pay it forward, just pass it on. Walked in the line of fire, run into a danger zone with plenty God in them like the track that I'm rapping on. While you on a song bragging about the baddest bar, somebody else needs shelter, wishing they had a home. It's real funny style, what we base our status on. Never knowing what you have until what you have is gone. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. You know what's up? Get me started. Too funkadelic for him. Yeah, that's that funk. Who else do records like this, man? Nobody. Cats can kiss my tire, sad. No one's been over it. No one. Yeah, time to blast off. All systems clear. I lay down the law with a criminal stare. The good times end whenever print gets there. Because I turn any cipher into Tiananmen Square. I'm ill. All drama, kill. My rap sheet sicker than Vivica and Kill Bill. Prince the real deal. Authentic, often mimic, but still feel committed to take hip hop beyond the limits. But you awfully awful with it. Poppin' ish, I toss loose stools at all your gimmicks. Show you the door before you finish. You got dough, but you ain't a tough cookie, face it. And if you are, I'll break you off and take your chips. You dudes kill me with your on parole raps. Every time you come out, you clean up your act. But every time I drop, the rhymes are twice as raw. Beats twice as dirty as the time before. Time for elevation in its art form. So raise your arms if you really want more. I should name my album Alimony. Biting, oval red and vodka sounding corny. Lying on your sound scans, giving false testimony. Bow to the master of ceremony. Cats keep putting records out, but don't nobody buy them. Thinking about that blueprint, cause he won't retire. You're headed nowhere fast, I'm your driver. So when I catch wreck, no survivors. Only the livest inner, my entertainment center. Young chickens come back when your skin clears up. Deep inside, rappers wanna be thugs. So that tough guy talk gets them punched in the mug. Then all of a sudden they wanna change it. They ain't thugs no more, man, it's just entertainment. That's what they get. Grown ass men ain't nothing to play with.
You're listening to 88.7 WLUW, Chicago Sound Alliance, broadcasting from the campus of Biola University. DJ Epic One on the Wheels of Steel. This is Crucial Rhythms, another installment of our show. Stay tuned. The time is 10:41. Big up Chicago. Big up Chicago Bears.
Stop talking, close your mouth. You don't even know what you're talking about. Keep talking about me and my folk. You just might wash that mouth out with soap. Stop talking. Close your mouth.
Close your mouth.
You don't even know what you're talking about. Keep talking about me and my folk. You just might wash that mouth out with soap. How many cats can handle the whole weight? Tough guys fold when I mold a sentence into a submission hold. For those feeling bold, Prince known to turn himself centered in a centerfold.
I chain smoke microphones. Sometimes I light one up before I put the first one out. I storm in, I'm a cyclone with a tornado in my head full of words that could hurt your mouth.
No doubt, let me tell you what my menu's all about. Knuckle sandwiches with beef and sauerkraut. And after that, if you still survive, I'll donate a can of ass whooping to your food
You
drive.
want lyrics, right? We got nothing but those unaware of what is what. You grab the team and huddle up. Make a plan, cause when we take the stand, we spit sound, we plant seeds in the land.
Man, I'm off the racks with skill. Not only do I catch wreck, I throw it 80 yards down the field and hit you in the numbers running full stride. And leave it in your hands if you catch the vibe.
If y'all don't know, you probably never will. I'm not waiting around, I got mountains to build, fantasies to fulfill, wine to spill. So spark up the grill, we got food to kill.
And too much skill for cats that keep calling my name, praying it'll be the password to fame. But all it's gonna get them is an Elm Street terror, and both of us standing right behind them in the mirror.
Trying to walk the thin line between love and hopeless. Spice it up with ornaments, there's nothing left to forfeit. Of course it is the orphanage, sticking a fork in the corporate, because we're sick of being portionless.
Stop talking, close your mouth. You don't even know what you're talking about. Keep talking about me and my folk. You just might wash that mouth out with soap. Stop, soap, 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 stop.
We're gonna have a little bit of fun today. Rap, you know, it's just laying around. Take me too serious.
Having cash is highly addictive, especially when you used to have money to live with.
I'm nomadic when it comes to counting my dough. Ones and fives go to wifey, son, you know how that go. I'm probably posted in a hotel after a show, counting show and merch money, rubber band on my rolls. I think I was 13 or 14 when my parents had to have a little talk with me. They told me money don't grow on trees, and ever since then I've been on my P's. Up and out the house into the morning air. Needed a 9-to-5 job and I didn't care where. Then finally found two at the Ohio State Fair, just to spend all the money that I made on gear. Fast forward to the present, now rap's my job, but I'm still going after it hard, because I know the ride could end just as fast as it starts, and I'll be right back on the block with dead presidents.
Having cash is highly addictive, especially when you used to have money to live with. Having cash is highly addictive, especially when you used to have money to live with.
Stop rapping if you ain't seeing no perks, no fan base, no cream, no skirts. I study bad music like it was my homework. I learned the most from whack gimmicks that don't work. It's true, you could learn a lot from a dummy. I learned how to make money and hold it tight so nobody on God's green earth can take it from me. And when they try, I make it ugly. Feel that. See, I'm inspired by real rap. Those that tried hard to chart and still failed. Those told the earth was flat and still sailed. They went against all odds and did well. Every wish that accompanies a penny in a well is the dream of a criminal sitting in a jail, living in hell. Head spinning in a cell, about to break but held together by fam, sending the mail with dead presidents.
Having cash is highly addictive, especially when you used to have money to live with. Having cash is highly addictive, especially when you used to have money to live with.
RJD2 on the beats, plus myself, Blueprint Rhymes. Live and direct. We're here. The final frontier. We're here. The final frontier. We breathe adrenaline, elevate organically. Life begins when the record spins and ends, blended into the next with scratches. RJ constructs the canvas, I find the color that matches. Outline the rhyme and increase the content. Blueprint the piece that completes the concept. Sequence the song steps to make it more complex. Soul positioning, soul possession of soul position. Hold your breath and listen while I resurrect these 26 letters. A lesson to beginners that tend to pale in comparison. You're not ill, and if you are, my notepad's full of medicine. Plus my freestyle is etc. Take 2 rounds and call me back with a new style and show me you're prepared for the final frontier. We're here. The final frontier. We're here. The final frontier. We breathe adrenaline, elevate organically. My pen like a turntable arm moves mechanically. Even when the groove shifts or skips dramatically, I accurately etch out my well-defined fantasy. Across the skyline colored with sound, I move into position like a cumulus cloud. Acid rain slang, still a part of my MO since my first demo. Known to soak instrumentals with brainstorms, capable of breaking the calm. Created by strange tongues that praise the norm. But while they make a living giving false testimony, I once it and blessed the ceremony with an exercise, an exorcism. First I ride the rhythm, then I spit a venomous open mic sermon for the tri-vermin that had a hard time learning how to properly prepare for the final frontier. We're here. The final frontier. We're here. The final frontier. Elevate organically, escaping out of milk crates with modern day tragedies. A lost verse or cruise you could have looped first, but refused to do the work when the whistle blew. So in a world dominated by the digital, the metronome I listen to beats inside of my chest and speeds up with the level of stress. It's built to last, but analog at best in just another measurement of time served. My lifeline swerve, kinda like a sine curve. Time blurs during my breakneck ascent to apex and then slows during my lows. Tone deaf soundmen work my shows. The ass of my art form's always exposed, but I'm inspired by the front rows. They're the reason I'm prepared for the final frontier. We're here. The final frontier. We're here. The final frontier.
I innovate, fly-ish, stimulate my likeness. Greenhouse, 5 mics, pale in comparison to veteran. Meditate, mind control, levitate, heavyweight, resonate. The corners of your mind. I told you I was bound only by the balls of rhyme. Cage birds singing cause it's too hard to fly. The weight on my shoulders from a lifetime of lies. The weight of being told you was only born to die. But I'd rather die before I live my life timid. It's a bullish rat race, but I'm out to win it and finish first. Sucking up the pain when it hurts. Thank God for what I got before it gets worse. Sometimes I'm like, I'll rap, I'd rather chase skirts. But every song's a blind date, my face is a verse. Just the other day I met this ill dame. Cool personality, ill frame. She told me that she writes, I said I do the same. She asked what I write about, I said pain. She wanted me to open up and share my thoughts. I said my story's too long, life's too short, days too chaotic, nights too cold. I can't stop chasing down my lost souls. Days too chaotic, nights too cold. Trying to find peace and make my life whole. Trying to find peace and make my life whole. Trying to find peace and make my life whole.
To alleviate pain, it's not the opposite, just a different shade. Exact same passion applied a different way. The most emotional I'm defending. If you happen to remain alive, it's cool, but whatever. I was trying to release stress, you thought I was being clever. Getting on the phone, how I throw words together now. A piece of what I live is with you forever. About me, these things you need to understand. Then I'm only there, can you call yourself a true fan? I make the music, you buy it, that's the plan. Difference between you and me, you can and I can. When you go check my music, you judge my innermost thoughts. Most don't even have the share the faults. Most don't even have the share the faults. Most don't even have the share the faults.
Alright, check it out. You know the names, you know the faces. This blueprint right here, man. That's my dog. Hold up, this waitlist right here. Look, lo-fi funk, you can find me in your trunk. Turn my volume up, lo-fi funk, you can find me in your trunk. Turn my volume up, lo-fi funk, you can find me in your trunk. Turn my volume up, lo-fi funk, you can find me in your trunk. As a matter of fact, hold up.
I'm from the old state, all of my cats carry their own weight. COL to CIN had to motivate. Graduated from school, needed my own space. Being broken nothing nice, I got dough to make. Ain't no time to be moving at a slow pace. Putting myself behind the 8 with my own mistakes. It only takes one break in concentration to be behind bars, facing incarceration. So my mind's on escaping like it's Shawshank. Giving the Lord thanks for days in this place where people do anything to get it. Cash and credit, crack sales of Mary Kay Cosmetics. Park bench, devil X, pedal incense. Downtown, some lords abandoned tenements. Some dudes roll through and don't take us serious. We don't start trouble here, but we will finish it. When I think long term about being happy, my heart tells me that I gotta lead a natty. Cats is mad cause they couldn't be astronauts. Now they touch the sky every day with hash and pot. You name it, I've been to it, seen it, I've been through it. Somebody in my fam already did it or is doing it. Beats, rhymes, drugs, or guns. Let me show you how the Midwest was won.
Okay, lo-fi funk, you can find me in your trunk. Turn my volume up, lo-fi funk, you can find me in your trunk. Turn my volume up, lo-fi funk, you can find me in your trunk. Turn my volume up, lo-fi funk, you can find me in your trunk. Oh no, we ain't finished yet, hold up.
I hate most commercial rap and the labels that's selling it. Almost as much as I hate the president. What kind of world are we living in? When you kill Martin and Malcolm, but you let this coward live. They killed Tupac, forgot about Will Smith. They killed Biggie Smalls and left us with Limp Bizkit. Like we would be too dumb to know the difference. They both knew it was coming, but we didn't listen. Some people think because I rap, I'm not supposed to hate. I gotta be a role model and motivate. But it's hard when you see dudes you know are fake. All you ugly rappers need to go home and comb your face. Your skin is unhappy and your teeth look nappy. The dandruff in your hair got your shirt shook badly. Your facial hair is all mangy and patchy, and your bloodshot eyes look like they got acne. You name it, I've been to it, seen it, I've been through it. Somebody in my fam already did it or is doing it. Beats, rhymes, drugs, and guns. Let me show you how the Midwest was won.
Okay, lo-fi funk, you can find me in your trunk. Turn my volume up, lo-fi funk, you can find me in your trunk. Turn my volume up, lo-fi funk, you can find me in your trunk. Yeah, friend. Turn my volume up, lo-fi funk, you can find me in your trunk.
Perfecting rap hooks, my rap books inspired by the spirit of Sam Cooke. I know it's God's plan, so I don't act shook. What's that mean? It means that I can't be bought by an A&R telling me I can't be raw. Forced to rhyme about a gold chain that hangs to the floor. I plan to see more than all of my fam seen before I move on. Moms told me that she'd do it with style and travel the world if she never had a child, and I had to smile and thank God that she did a thing. As a cage bird given a gift to sing, and a day that she hoped would bring a chance for one of her babies to grow up and spread those wings. Cause nowadays most bras can't hold their own. Too dependent on the man and can't be alone. The bedroom's the only place they used to be grown. So every month they got a different dude all up in their home. Laying up, watching TV, answering the phone. Cooking crack, smoking weed, cleaning out his chrome. He trying to get money, she just a part of the plan. A spot to lay low, but she thinks she got her a man. Ain't nothing worse than a single mother's despair. Hungry and scared, kids wishing pops was there. Every day it gets harder to bear. She wonders if her kids would be better off in foster care. But she holds on, she's so strong, knowing life goes on, and gains strength from an old song played on the radio. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Back to reality, another gunshot, another casualty down the block. Crime scene surrounded by cops, apathetic while the people stand around and watch. She's in the window, wishing that the violence would stop. I'm on my way home from work, getting off of the bus. Saw the ambulance, figured that somebody got touched, but I'm happy that it ain't nobody I love. A fallen soldier in a street war that died over drugs. It gotta be back home, cause last time I saw him he was alive, standing on the very same corner, out to take what the streets had to offer. Chest poking out as if he had body armor. I guess not. When it gets hot, you can get God and get left without your life in the same spot. It's ill. Could you imagine how it would feel to be dead and not even know you just got killed? Just a spirit wondering if it's real, looking down at your own bloody body while it lies there still. It's time to build. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving.
Listening to Crucial Rhythms on 88.7 WLUW, Chicago Sound Alliance, broadcasting from the campus of Weill University. You've been listening to our Blueprint Master Mix. The time is 10:59, just before 11 o'clock. Stay tuned, we got more Blueprint on the way.
Never see them, never see. How many years has it been since you signed that deal? Advance long gone, then life got real. Shook hands, signed, seal, no frills. No fan base, but damn sure got bills. When's that record dropping? You don't even know. No single, no buzz, no video. No prospects, unemployment's no surprise. Need to question your A&R, but too afraid to pry. You don't have a DJ or you don't do shows. Or if you put out your own record, then you stoop too low. The more time passes, the more excuses grow. Lying to your friends, lying to your folks. You're Big Willie now, so you can't come out. Afraid to be exposed, so you stay in a house. Dropped your old friends, got a new team. Sleep, smoke weed, lose touch with the scene. You wanna move East Coast, but don't have the cash. How much longer will your little fame last? Oops, you took too long, your labels moved on. Your chances at success were never that strong.
You was lying when you told me that your record's coming out right away.
You'll never see the light of day.
You got a deal and didn't realize that you signed your whole life away.
You'll never see the light of day.
Took too long to pursue your dream, cause you thought you had time to play.
You'll never see the light of day.
You can lie all you want, but I don't care what your friends say.
You'll never see the Since time is so limited, I live for the day, but wonder where the minutes when they slipping away. Don't ever get it twisted. Yeah, this is a race, but I'm not concerned with winning, just keeping my pace. Do you remember so and so? Yeah, what happened? They gone now, but Greenhouse is still here rapping. We never got signed, no big advances, no rides. We walked to the top of the mountain and made the kind of music we could be proud about. No more taking 5 years just to put an album out. Cats' careers don't add up to Nathan, except bitching about how everybody's always hating. Get off your ass, get the hell off the internet, work on your craft. Got an album? Finish it. No guarantee success will happen right away, but till you make the first step, we'll never see the light of day.
You was lying when you told me that your record's coming out right away.
You'll never see the light of day.
You got a deal and didn't realize that you signed your whole life away.
You'll never see the light of day.
Took too long to pursue your dream, cause you thought you had time to play.
You'll never see the light of day.
You can lie all you want, but I don't care what your friends say.
You'll never see the light of day.
New and old plans to keep themselves out the quicksand. MCs won't try. It takes time to find creative ways to supply. Demand them to fans so they go to the next man. New and old plans to keep themselves out the quicksand. MCs won't try. It takes time to find creative ways to supply. Demand them to fans so they go to the next man. New and old plans to keep themselves out the
fast-paced race to take first place, not waste any chances we face. So we prance like a cat to the 12 track and that. Two tailbacks that slash and hard hit backs. That's critical. But keeping whack raps at the minimum, and that's less than 1. 0 for those who don't know. If we trash it, it's not a classic. So when you unwrap the plastic, a tight projects on a cassette, so even average. Those won't pass it. Like Tom Zach dropping back, getting precedent sacked. The way we do music creates Kodak moments, strictly bonus. For those tired of the conage, we get down on it. There's no room for multiplicity or mystery. Uncovering original identity, this industry's issue. A more severe penalty for MCs that plagiarize another artist's rhymes. MCs won't try. It takes time to find creative ways to supply demand of the fans, so they go into the next man. New and old plans to keep themselves out the quicksand. MCs won't try. It takes time to find creative ways to supply demand of the fans, so they go into the next man. New and old plans to keep themselves out the quicksand.
I kick the cooking raps in a vinyl spot, boosting wax. Looping tracks for Latinos, whites and blacks. Writing raps for even these stupid cats. There's a lot more to life than being hustlers and Macs. I swing raps till my lungs collapse. If I pass out on stage, call the ambulance. Charge it to the game as a payment on my dues. And a statement to these kids that wanna feel my shoes. Flowing nasty in a sanitary. Spilling vocabulary all over my adversaries. Acid rain slang, dripping from my mouth like saliva. Spitting in the face of all these fake type rhymers, part-timers. They picking line crosses. Later roll a scab and leave work in a coffin. Act wild 413 style. Put it in a democratic. No more sterile freestyles. It's feeling like crack addicts. Underhanded MCs stealing records from my attic. I've had it. So the next nigga to test me, I let him have it. So these cats know the definition of static because MCs won't try to take time to find creative ways to supply demands of the fans, so they go into the next man. New and no plans to keep themselves out the quicksand. MCs won't try to take time to find creative ways to supply demands of the fans, so they go into the next man. New and no plans to keep themselves out the quicksand.
The creative list won't test. Jack raps, they also snatch tracks, deliveries, and ideas for team chemistry, and that's mentally exhausting. To see another MC flossing after biting your style of right, this ain't Holyfield and Tyson. There ain't no DQs if another brother choose to play outside the rules. So I'm careful not to give an earful of battle. These minds collect rap lines. That's how they embezzle. Truly, friend, I can't call it. They play our tape and pause it, press rewind with the intention to find anything they can add to their sad vocab. Snack words from our lab to improve their trash. So as long as we continue to write rhymes, we become the menu of this is fight crime. But I'm not concerned about the places we stand. We're not the ones in the quicksand. MCs won't try. It takes time to find creative ways to supply demand of the fans, so they go into the next man. Doing no plans to keep themselves out the quicksand. MCs won't try. It takes time to find creative ways to supply demand of the fans, so they go into the next man. Doing no plans to keep themselves out the quicksand.
Gotta get it right today, you know. Whatever. Printmatic, cinematic perfection. The blueprint for crews that lack direction. Automatic, just for my people. Automatic, just for my crew. Printmatic, cinematic perfection. The blueprint for crews that lack direction. Automatic, just for my people. Automatic, just for my crew.
I'm definitively ill. While most MCs show nothing but cold symptoms and hopes of ripping, I turn crews of hard rocks into potholes to piss in. And you'll be no different because you don't listen to anyone except your crew of mediocre henchmen who got you gassed up for an ill-advised solo mission. But you should watch who you listen to. They only did it cause they trying to get rid of you and be the man standing in the limelight instead of you. A little less dead weight, a little more revenue. And you're about to play right into their hands cause you dumb enough to buy all the bullshit they're selling you. I guess one's born every minute and all the cats you roll with are living proof for that schedule. Man, listen, I'm willing to bet your DJ was born 1 minute ahead of you. In the same hospital, maternity ward, crying in a crib sitting right next to you. You got beef, I got vegetables, so if you really want it, you can leave with a full stomach.
Printmatic, cinematic perfection. The blueprint for crews that lack direction. Automatic, just for my people. Automatic, just for my crew. Printmatic, cinematic perfection. Blueprint for crews that lack direction. Automatic, just for my people. Automatic, just for my crew.
In rumbles, I follow words until I start feeling fully galvanized. Inhale formaldehyde, exhale a battle rhyme. Beginning bombing in a calm manner. Jaws
jaws dropping cheddar. Gallbladders burst, crooks jump up and get their egos punctured by your fourth better verse. And you can celebrate afterwards with a single release party in the back of my black hearse. Invite your groupies, maybe one of them's a nurse with imported ice cubes from purgatory in her purse, but I doubt it. And to my rivals, your chance of survival is slim to none unless you get a gun or show your true colors and act like a bitch and run. Bringing that shit, not another raisin in the sun. But I suppose foes of mine chose the latter and scattered out of the way of powerful flows. I shatter on those with blows that land hard enough to knock the snot out of your nose. Isn't it funny how, funny style, contestants get reverted back to adolescence? Turn your microphones in and turn into crack peddlers. Now you're dope and no one expects you to rap better. You ain't a hard rock, you write raps with feathers in the school of hard knocks. You majored in mascara with a minor in black leather, a nightclub swinger trying to get your sister act together. But I'll close the curtain. It's certain that I'll close the curtain.
Pragmatic, cinematic perfection, blueprint for crews that lack direction. Automatic, just for my people. Automatic, just for my crew. Pragmatic, cinematic perfection, the blueprint for crews that lack direction. Automatic, just for my people. Automatic, just for my crew. Pragmatic, cinematic perfection, the blueprint for crews that lack direction. Automatic, just for my people. Automatic, just for my crew. Automatic, just for my people. Automatic, just for my crew. Soul position. It's like that.
Yeah. Most times I wonder where the beat is taking me. Walking a never-ending road of concepts. A blank page is a vision that I hate to see. Topic upon topic conquer, but what's next? Do I attack head on or maneuver evasively? Deliver delivery of simplicity or complex? Maybe react to the whack cats that's basing me. A spit a tale from my own context. I would like to stop starving, but life's making me submit to the politics of fixed contests. While I wait for my fate, patiently beneath the breeze on one knee I confess to the image that I reflect, it's facing me. In the eyes of God, my soul sheds its flesh. So my spirit, it's naked to the heavenlies, injecting me with inspiration. A mic check. Now do I wanna make you dance or make you cry? Or make you bob heads till necks out of proportion? Do I wanna take a chance or let you die? Or imprison your mind's mission inside distortion? I serve first in this volley, I'm waiting for a reply. Fans jump to the beat of my vital organ. Before Eve took a bite from the apple of my eye, I was an eagle in paradise, soaring. Now I'm looked down upon for asking the question why, and saying that the sober life is boring. Continue to wish upon a star for the next time I'm high. Luckily caught some fresh broccoli while touring. Spotted a nice queen, but she keeps passing me by cause she heard I'm into anatomy exploring. Offer my voice as an umbrella to dumb down the lie, cause inside the clouds of hate we're pouring.
You salty cause I got your moms on tilt. You found out it wasn't toothpaste on her quilt. Sue me. I told you I was sorry, but Billy Blanks got you thinking that you know karate. You need to know I play matchmaker as a hobby. I can introduce speed knots to your body. You wanna play your hate? We can take it back to '88. My catalog is analog, dog. cassette tapes. And I hope to God that you're a scholar, cause before I test your rhymes, I'ma test your knowledge. Crushing the attempts to act brolic. You the kind of dude I used to have to yoke up in college. Hands around your throat like a dog collar. Over some small ish like $50. You don't want that dude to come outside again. For real. You better stay in the pocket. To be a purist about the records I would cop, but don't nobody care about that shit unless the beats knock. Sometimes I'm on some bassline, 808-ish. Now I'm on some old dirty drum break-ish. No denying, most people listen to their music while they're driving. So the next time you think you got a classic, throw it in the ride and listen to it in some traffic. Make sure you roll the windows down. Be honest with yourself about how your ish sounds. Life would be better if more people did that. I wouldn't have to wait through demos full of crap. Too many whack rappers upping up the game. Too many independent acts that sounding the same. Popping on the net to get a name. Give props to each other, sit around and complain. Your whole philosophy is flawed when your top 10 is full of cats you know and nobody that I've heard before. You need to understand I'm not new to this. You rhyme for 2 bars, I know all your influences, and ain't none of them tight. You all need to put down a mic. Yeah, sounding corny and shit. Stay in the pocket. That's right. My name is Blueprint. You know how we do it. Right. It's that time again. Yeah, that's right. My name is Blueprint. You know how we do it. Right. It's that time again. Yeah. I'm the man the whole underground is talking about. Cats stealing my style before I even had an album out. 2 years ago, the same cats was doubting me. Heard me on Alchemy, now they sound like me. A bunch of powder puffs rhyming with aggression. Forgot to follow the steps in natural progression. I almost think you sat in on my sessions. You came to class on time, but you didn't study my lessons. You only got a piece of the genuine article. If I call you son, it's because I followed you. Thank me on your liner notes for making it possible. Every year I change it up and make it harder for you. Now even artists wanna sound conventional. Can't rhyme on beat because they lack the rhythm too. You get cool points cause I'm the one you listen to, but lose them all cause you're not original. But I'm fresh. Yeah, you think you're grown. Find something else to do and stop being a clone. You're not fresh. You've been at it for years. Stop biting ideas. Come up with something on your own that's fresh. Yeah, you think you're grown. Find something else to do and stop being a clone. You're not fresh. You've been at it for years. Stop biting ideas. Come up with something on your own that's what these MCs be doing, y'all. Straight shocking. What these cats out here be doing, straight shocking. I don't think they heard you, man. They straight shocking. Yeah, what these MCs be doing, man. These MCs got a lot of nerve. I rhyme and do beats like you, Print. Oh, word? Like I'ma grade you on a curve. My advice to you, master one of them first. You're already a toy as it is. On top of that, you wanna go ahead and spread yourself too thin. And just because I make it look easy doesn't mean that any time Dick and Harry can do this. That's the kind of shit I'm talking about. You've been at it for a year and wanna put an album out. You haven't even found your style. You didn't even battle till you saw 8 Mile. Talking about what you wrote, how you know so-and-so and you're the next one to blow. You wanna rhyme and produce but suck at both. And if you get on stage with that, you're headed for jokes. Fresh. Yeah, you think you're grown. Find something else to do and stop being a clone. You're not fresh. You've been at it for years. Stop biting ideas. Come up with something on your own that's fresh. Yeah, you think you're grown. Find something else to do and stop being a clone. You're not fresh. You've been at it for years. Stop biting ideas. Come up with something on your own that's
Yeah, from the top, man. For those who don't know, that's Jabba Street, like my fam gotta eat right. Week in a week,
Just an inner city native son. Never learned to wait, taught to take it and run. Some of us raised by the way of the gun. All the drama we've seen makes us numb. Just an inner city native son. Never learned to wait, taught to take it and run. Some of us raised by the way of the gun. All the drama we've seen makes us numb. You could tell he's seen a lot for only 13. His wide eyes victimized by his esteem. Never told his ancestors used to be kings. Left to build himself out of what he could see. That means stickball, basketball, hide and seek. Fist fights, shootouts, and crack fiends. This single mother had to work 60 hours a week, cleaning offices just so she could make ends meet, and put clothes on his back and buy food to eat. She spent time with him right before she went to sleep, but over time he learned to lust for material things. His only babysitter was a TV screen. He was force-fed pop culture, watching in silence. Talk shows, curse words, sex and violence. Used to coming home to an empty house, falling asleep, waiting up for his mother on the couch. Just an inner city native son. Never learned to wait, taught to take it and run. Some of us raised by the way of the gun. All the drama we've seen makes us numb. Just an inner city native son. Never learned to wait, taught to take it and run. Some of us raised by the way of the gun. All the drama we've seen makes us numb. He used to kick it with some other kids from down the block. All of them was broke, one of them had a plot. Said he was sick of being broke, sitting round and chilling, and that he had a surefire way to make a killing. Said it was still no computers out of old buildings. He already had a pawn shop to deal with him. Plus this man who worked security would open the door for only 25% of all the money they saw. If they was down to make some money, they could roll with him. He promised he would have him back at home by 10. The kid looked at his pocket, then he looked at his kicks. Looked up at his man and said, that plan sounds sick. They all agreed to meet at 8 p.m. the next day. His boy, who was 16, would drive getaway, 9 o'clock sharp. They pulled it up at the place, wearing all black with a stocking cap on his face. Just an inner city native son. Never learned to wait, taught to take it and run. Some of us raised by the way of the gun. All the drama we've seen makes us numb. Just an inner city native son. Never learned to wait, taught to take it and run. Some of us raised by the way of the gun. All the drama we've seen makes us numb. While they were snatching all the valuables right off of the desk, loading them down into the van without breaking a sweat, a couple guys started feeling overconfident, vandalizing other offices and making a mess. They wasn't scared cause they knew they still had 10 minutes while security changed shifts to finish. But before time was up, it seemed something went wrong. They smelled smoke and heard the sound of the fire alarm. They got scared, and since they didn't want to get discovered, they all ran for the stairs as the smoke hovered. But in the stairwell, they ran into a bunch of others who was working in the building, also running for cover. They saw maintenance, house cleaning, and night shift workers, and in the chaos, he got separated from the others. Pushing through, he bumped into an old lady, knocked her over. When he looked her in the eyes, it was his mother.
It's Greenhouse. Patterns. About to spit the bar. It's like this. My name's synonymous with critical acclaim, so set cells at half mast. Move at my own pace, you speedsters won't last. So commence it, C-section, been ill. January birth hit the earth, told the wind chill. Greenhouse, the pinnacle, decimating you minuscule train wrecks. Spit the raw, defy the laws of safe sex. Teabagging, toe tagging rivals. Print shoot it, post it, YouTube, but take it viral. Sitting on my couch collecting checks while you clocking in. All these individuals who worry about blending in, just running your mouth. Your traits are feminine, menopause, I'm peaking, you're leaking estrogen. Spit so many rhymes I could stop right now. Look at my resume and still feel proud. Boss on the humble, I don't need a crowd. Silently making moves while all you're moving is bows out. Take a pause, you can try to catch up. Jerome, I hold the mirror, freshen up your makeup. Fix your feather boa, we constrict your air ducts. This world's corrupt and I got kids to raise up. You're laying up, watching all maneuvers. Crowd leaves the show in a punch drunk in stupor. Whenever we arrive, it's red carpets and rose petals. Simply, you got no drive, your tank is empty.
Okay. How you wanna set it off? I told him that it don't matter. Press go on that gold platter. 1200 techniques is what we throw at him. Aim and tone arm like a loaded magnum. The game so backwards. Get the record deal first, learn how to make the record after. R&B singers more G than the rappers. Your favorite MCs getting beat up by actors. Lay low for a couple weeks and try to hide. Make you wonder why you idolize all these idle minds, when all they do is recycle somebody's borrowed lines. Bitch ass behavior patterns tend to get standardized, easily detected for the seeds get infected. If he on the scene, best believe he directed. Role you play and get whited out, then corrected. Clean out your desk and escort you to the exit. At 18, had a Jesus piece and a necklace. It didn't bring me any peace, I was still reckless. Fighting in the streets years later, got the message that inner peace come from action, not symbolism. Hit so many times I can stop right now. Look at my resume and still feel proud. King of the jungle, I ain't got a growl, but still snatch an antelope once in a while. I'll make the beat when your money hit my PayPal. 2 or 3 sequences plus a fresh breakdown. Folder full of stems for your vocal lay down. But till you get your paper up, stay out of my way, pal. The beat's handcrafted like a Hanzo sword, only built for Cuban links and people spitting a raw. Copious amounts of dope music spread on my desk. V-neck like Tony Montana showing my chest. I'm the best.
No. My spot never leaves me, man. I am my spot. I don't, regardless of win, loss, whatever. Never, it might change for you guys. It might change for the media. It might change for the common fans.
Nobody's behind ya, you're not edible. Entice a mind, it's the brains in my tamper with. Vocal Asiatic, muscle alt enlightenment. Spots in time between eyes, inspirational. Voice of a track, suspense, past sensational. My dream, choke those emotionally. Hands philosophers, I want them all calling me. Teach about me, yes, best to do. Lyricists, crowds, yell loud, celebrate my shit with expertise. Beat, taking it back from sheer amazement. I got projection, charisma, cadence. You want the flavor, lift the CD case and taste it. If not already, I'm soon to be your favorite. It's easy to act like you know what you're talking about. Easy as a website, hard as a record out. You understand speed but don't respect the route. Offensive lines break your hold, and when my pen touch down, I get in zone. Offensive lines break your hold, and when my pen touch down, I get in zone. So if the game is the same, except for the players, and the players just wanna play the game and not change it, then the ones with personality will be remembered later. And no matter how you add it up, I am the remainder. You don't need an eagle eye to know where the talent is, or find a champ in a crowd full of challenges. Food for thought, I keep the crowd nourished. Every rhyme I write is the breakfast of champions. Saying no half stepping, I'm ready. Smokers stepping to me, they wanna get some, but I'm the weed man, so you know the outcome. Another dub sack, you know they love that. No seeds or stems to keep them coming back. I'm the person you call to get your smoke on. For you to reach me, it's gonna take a phone call and step into me. You better have money, so what you want, huh? A dime or a 20, clientele. I got the power. They be paging me every single hour, cause when it comes to selling dope, hot damn, I got it good. Now let me tell you who I am. The BOUEPRINT, Printmatic, cinematic, not like many, I'm different. So don't compare me to another. When I was 5, I got high with my mother. She taught me all about the cannabis and its pedigree. So when you roll up to smoke, you better be ready to get high, long and steady. Cut the blunt with a butter knife like it's a machete. Don't you hate when you try to smoke then new friends roll up to try to smoke with you? Oh, don't tell you they do coke and they laced it. Have you running down the street butt naked? Ain't no telling what you do when it hits you. I sell in all sizes from the big to the little, so buy it, put it in your pocket
and hide it and take a walk before somebody calls the cops, cuz
roll this, that like this, shit, smoke it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm your neighborhood weed man.
Y'all this, shit, smoke it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm your neighborhood weed man.
Roll like y'all this, shit, smoke it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm your neighborhood weed man.
Roll this, that like that, shit, smoke it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm your neighborhood weed man. I sell so much dope and the cops be hoping to catch me in the act, watching me straight scoping my moves on the block. Now my spot's hot, plus every other ock when I get what I got. But to have the dealers on my block acting so similar, causing confusion, selling bad Tessamilia to you, player. And boy, do I hate a perpetrator, cause my product's greater. There's no more stress, I got the best. Buddha bless, I even bring it to your address. So if you call, I never stall, I never rest to ensure your highness. Corner store pharmacist, I work hard at this, cause every time I get a real job, man, I wanna quit. Or the boss start bugging out, throwing fits. Just because I smell like weed don't mean I'm smoking it. But once I get fired, I start to get wired. So upset that I might even try it. At the table I sit, rolling up a spliff, and when the flame hits the paper, I start to pull rank over these guys as the man with the weed that you need to buy. You can smell it through the bag, no need to deny. Wake up the next day and probably still be high. You know, that's not a lie. And if you ever try to pull out a gun and steal my supply, I'll show up in the night when you start to snore with 100 weed heads outside of your door. You can't play me, not even ladies can get a free sample. Girl, you gotta pay me. So think about it if you got some dough. You want a good time? I think you should know how to
roll like this, like that, this shit, smoke it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm your neighborhood weed man.
Roll like this, like that, this smoke it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm your neighborhood weed man.
Roll like this, like that, this smoke it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm your neighborhood weed man.
Roll like this, like that, this smoke it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm your neighborhood weed man.
You're listening to 88.7 WLUW Chicago Sound Alliance, broadcasting from the campus of Loyola University. You've been listening to our Blueprint Master Mix. The time is 11:30. Stay tuned.
Small planets and satellites, your solar system is my condiment. I vomit comets and
decided that I never played a fire hydrant or grabbed the mic sounding lazy, worn down and tired. Cats don't really fall off, they just get uninspired. But before you get a reason to ever diss us, I'll drop an ill LP and disappear like Bobby Fischer. But this is the building block of all that is, and what it is alchemy.
This is alchemy, basic with a touch of wild wonder.
Alchemy, we made this to take your style under.
Metal frame, walking through a metal game with a limb.
Tight grip, determined not to let time slip.
This is alchemy, Iron B-boy in all its glory.
Alchemy, molded from the coldest sob story.
Metal frame, walking through a metal game with a limb.
Tight grip, determined not to let time slip.
Dirty, dirty, dirty destiny. Burdened murders with a burnt version of peasantry. Nervous clerks flirting with hurly-burly chemistry. Graffiti burner urchin merging with a certain herd to jerk and serve your centerpiece. My zigzag fully balanced gallops with a fiery outline. Banner bomb y'all pastel poets belly up.
I'll tell you what.
Born style in 4 dimensions, count 'em. 3 to take it to your muck. 1 to build a world you'll never touch. And I'm a pilot. Delirium, serum, poison arrangement. Come browse through an idyllic storm and suck the raw enslavement with a grim style stinger creeping out the basement. Encased in wild, ritualistic visions of sacrificial cadence. For all my iron giant soldiers with a metal fist up, shielding Mother Nature from a fatal wrist cut. Story, I respect you.
So why they blaming you for the cats that sleep while the earth turns?
Yeah, I had them up all night praying I'd re-release music for earthworms. Breathe even or lean squeamish, script milestone like ring ring ring. I just called the scream phoenix, click dial tone. Welcome to a cloud 12, brutal hallucination, war pillar, carnivore, carnival, karma slasher. I dash like a jackrabbit that orbits revelation with a single pounce to Edward Scissorhands, your string of doubts.
And turn it out.
This is that mighty Casey home field advantage to bend your blizzard with a crocodile smiling 5 robot knuckles to your kisser.
This is alchemy, basic with a touch of wild wonder.
Alchemy, we made this to take your style under.
Metal frame walking through a metal game with a limp.
Tight grip, determined not to let time slip.
This is alchemy, Iron B-boy in all its glory.
Alchemy, molded from the coldest side story.
Metal frame walking through a metal game with a limp.
Tight grip, determined not to let time slip.
That's it about right, listen to your that's it about right, listen to your that's it about right, listen to your that's it about
to the Sound Alliance broadcasting from the Loyola University campus on 88.7 FM. This is Crucial Rhythms with DJ System 4 and Epic One.
Crucial Rhythms, 88.7 FM. That concludes the mix for Blueprint. We got a little out of the element there, real quick, with some trip hop, some homemade trip hop. Yeah, Blueprint doesn't really conform to any hip hop standards. That shows that he can bounce all over the place with his production. So, playing in the background, we got some CNN, Capone and Noriega, and Crucial Rhythms is gonna go ahead and break down the crucial hip-hop facts. DJ System 4 is going to run down what happened from the 7 days, from Sunday to Sunday. So last Sunday was September 23rd. From everything from September 23rd to now, September 30th, the hip-hop facts. Go ahead, my man.
10 years ago today, Sendog released his solo debut, Diary of a Madman.
September 30th?
September 30th, 10 years ago today. 21 years ago today, Common released his third LP, One Day It Will All Make Sense. 10 years ago today, Helter Skelter released their third album, Dirt, 930. Crucial fact, happy 55th birthday to Marley Marl. Also, happy 42nd birthday to Chic Loche. Happy 48th birthday to AC Alone. All birthdays 930. Crucial fact, 10 years ago today, Murs released his sixth album, Murs for President. 4 years ago today, Matt Howell released his sixth LP, Switched On. 2 years ago today, Skyzoo released his sixth LP, Easy Truth. Crucial fact, 2 years ago, Dave East released his ninth mixtape, Kari Channel, all 930. Crucial fact, 5 years ago today, Deltron released their second album, that's Kid Koala and Del, Vent 2. 15 years ago today, Tupac and Biggie released a compilation for the lead single from Tupac's album, Tupac Resurrection. The single's titled Runnin'. Crucial fact, 20 years ago today, Jay-Z released his third LP, Hard Knock Life, Volume 2. And that was 929. Also 929, AMG turned 48 years old. Happy birthday, AMG. 7 years ago today, Skyzoo released his second LP, The Salvation. 20 years ago today, Outkast released their third LP, Aquemini. Probably one of my top favorites of 1998, and there's a lot of releases in 1998 that came out. It was a big year for hip-hop. 7 years ago today, founder of Sugar Hill Records, Sylvia Robinson, passed away. She would have been 78 years old this week. September 29th, 39 years ago this week, Curtis Blow released his debut album.
These are the breaks.
Crucial fact, Diggable Planets released their debut album, Reach and New Refutations of Time and Space, September 27th, 1993.
That was one of my favorite cuts. They were in town recently, and they performed a lot of those cuts at the Riot Fest, and I had the pleasure of recording some of that. If you guys want to view that and listen to it, the Crucial Rhythms YouTube page, where you could also rebroadcast concerts and stuff like that we review, is also Epic One, EPIKONE space underpaid, and you could enjoy that as well. Keep on.
September 26th, we want to wish happy birthday this past week to AG. He's also a previous guest on our show, a member of DITC. 25 years ago this week, High C released his second album. 7 years ago, Fonte of Little Brother released his solo debut album. 26 years ago, CMW released their third album.
Yeah, CMW, that's MC8. That's a West Coast group, and that stands for Compton's Most Wanted.
9 years ago this week, Ghostface released his eighth album, Ghostini, Wizard of Poetry. That's September 29th. 20 years ago this week, A Tribe Called Quest released their fifth LP, The Love Movement. A year ago this week, Master Killer released his fourth LP, Loyalty is Royalty. 25 years ago, Onyx released their third single, Shifty, from their debut album.
Oh, that's called Back to What Up.
24 years ago this week, Common released his lead single, I Used to Love Her, from his second LP, Resurrection, that's 926. 19 years ago this week, Swollen Members released their debut album, Balance. That's
Swollen
927.
Members, yeah, Swollen Members coming from Canada, holding it down strong in the underground hip-hop movement, one of the pioneers out there.
19 years ago this week, September 28th, 1999, Method Man and Redman released Blackout.
Okay.
7 years ago this week, Ninth Wonder released his third LP, The Wonder Years, that's 927. 13 years ago this week, Busta Rhymes released the lead single, Where's Your Money, from his seventh LP, The Big Bang. 13 years ago this week, Black Delicious released their third album, The Craft. 30 years ago this week, The Real Roxanne released her lead single off her self-titled debut, Respect. 8 years ago today, Group Home released their fourth LP, Guru, 927.
27th, wow.
14 years ago this week, Talib Kweli released his second LP, The Beautiful Struggle.
Okay.
That's 927. We want to wish happy birthday to DJ Clark Kent this past week, 927. 25 years ago this week, KRS released his solo debut, Return of the Boom Bap, 928.
You said something about Little Brother. It was Fonte, right?
Yeah, Fonte.
And just on the hip-hop news, a little, what happened with Little Brother and
After almost a decade of not working as a group, they met on stage this past week. It was a big deal. Check it out on our Facebook page, but we posted up the concert where you can check out links to the show. But it's the first time in a decade that Little Brother, Ninth Wonder, Fonte,
and
Big Pooh,
yeah,
were all performing.
It's good news. Good news. A lot of reunited.
On a sadder note, rest in peace, Lighter Shade of Brown member DTTX. Would have been 46 this week, 925.
One of the first Mexican Hispanic hip hop groups back in the early 90s. Man, I remember we didn't have too many options, and Lighter Shade of Brown was one of the few. The last single I bought from them was Hey DJ, that was like in the 90s, but they also were holding it down in the late 80s, early 90s. So peace to them, peace to everybody out here holding it down.
Happy birthday to Def Jeff, 927 this past week. 18 years ago this week, the late great Phife Dawg released his solo debut album, Ventilation.
What date was that?
925. September 24th, 21 years ago, Organized Confusion released their third album, Equinox.
Yeah, one of my favorites. They had that cut, somehow, some way, that set it off for that one.
September 24th, Crucial Rhythms wants to wish a happy birthday, 38th birthday to Homeboy Sandman.
That's right. We play some of that stuff over here. So if you're a fan of that type of hip hop, Crucial Rhythms got you locked.
22 years ago this week, September 25th, De La Soul released their second LP to the Stakes is High album.
Okay. Stakes is High. Off of the Stakes is High album, yep. And there's also some events going down that I see right here. Saturday, October 13th. There's a Be Free, October 9th to the 13th Street Dance Festival. And that's going to be happening at 1306 South Michigan, the Dance Center for Columbia. So if anybody who does street dancing, break dancing, it's a big festival of that. And the time is from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m.
More effects. 25 years ago today, actually September 25th, 6 years ago today, Screwball, a member of the Black Poets, released his fifth album, Everybody Killer.
Black Poet, yeah.
Black Poet.
Yeah, that was his album, right? Or single?
Single.
Okay.
Album, no, it was an album, fifth album, Everybody Killer. 6 years ago today, I don't know why I keep wanting to say 25 years ago. 6 years ago today, September 25th, Chino XL released his fourth album, Reconstruction.
Props to him. It's been a while since he's been in Chicago. I would say at least more than 5 years.
6 years ago, also Bumpy Knuckles and Static Selecta got together for his seventh album, Ambition.
And just to break the monotony up, there's also an event going on for battle rappers that like the scripted battle raps, so pre-written battle leagues. My homeboy Primus is one of the battle rappers and informed us that it's going on October 28th. It's called Turf Wars 6, and that's going to be going on in Downers Grove. The address is 1211 Butterfield Road, and main cards are True Foe versus 100 Shot, Frenchie and Heavy Half versus Mac Myron, and many other cards out there. Oh, Ultimate Primus changed up his name to Ultimate Beast Primus, and he's gonna be going against Skyball. So again, that's going on October 28th at Downers Grove Sand Club.
1211 Butterfield Road, Downers Grove, Illinois. There will be drink specials.
All right, next.
18 years ago this week, Cellar Dwellers dropped their second album, The Last Shall Be First. 12 years ago this week, September 26, Alchemist dropped his third mixtape, No Days Off, under his own label. 926, Arabian Prince released his second single, Situation Critical, from his debut LP. That's 926, 1990.
I was really digging that album, the single cover, because he's rocking those cement 4s, and it really takes me back because 1990 was the date those were released.
Yeah.
So it's like wow, you know how time flies. And want to break it up one more time. Another event going down is Odd Obsession Movies. That's going to be happening with Jim Beckett, Natalie G. Alford, and Pseudo Slang doing his thing. That's October 4th at the East Room. That's 2354 North Milwaukee Avenue. And East Room, once again, the date is October 24th.
23 years ago this week, Goody Mob released their lead single, Cell Therapy, from their debut album, Soul Food. 23 years ago this week, Dougie Fresh released his fourth and final LP, Play Under. And 23 years ago this week, Cypress Hill released their lead single, Throw Your Set in the Air, from their second LP, Temples of Boom. That's 926. 23 years ago this week, Count Bass D released his debut LP, Pre-Life Crisis. That's 926. Biz Markie released the single, Just a Friend, 926, 29 years ago today.
29 years ago, wow.
Happy birthday to Ras Kass. Celebrated his birthday this past week, 926. 16 years ago this week, 924, Bus Driver released his second LP, Temporary Forever. 16 years ago this week, 924, Nas released his collection album, The Lost Tapes. 27 years ago this week, Ed OG released the second single, Be a Father to Your Child.
What date was that for the Lost Tapes?
924.
924, wow.
26 years ago this past week, 921, Showbiz and AG released their debut album, Runaway Slave. 26 years ago this past week, 921, Diamond D released his debut album, Stunts, Blunts, and Hip Hop.
Classic.
15 years ago this past week, Outkast released their fifth album, Speaker Box, The Love Below. 24 years ago this week, 924, The Roots released Illadelph Half-Life. And 27 years ago this week, Tribe Called Quest released the second album, Low and 30.
Already that all happened, and some more events going on. Push Beats, it's a beat exhibition is happening at the Whistler, and that's on Milwaukee Avenue. That is happening the October edition for that, October 4th, and the Whistler is at 2421 North Milwaukee. So if you want to see live beat making, Push Beats, shout out to them for doing that type of events. And Cool Out Chris and DJ Mos Def are doing a Libra birthday bash for all the Libras. If you want to celebrate your birthday, Subterranean, 2011 West North Avenue. Shout out to Jory 606 crew, everybody out here doing it. That's October 5th, 2011 West North Avenue. And want to big up to everybody who checked in with us as well, the new people that are in the house with us. Shout out to Don Dalla in the house with us, Matt Hernandez. Shout out to Rebecca and everybody else in the groups with me. Much love to you guys, and break it down a little bit more.
Oh yeah, big up DJ Third Rail. Show us some love.
That's right, DJ Third Rail. More hip hop coming up from the hours of 12 to midnight. Just look up more information on dedicated hip hop, and keep the hip hop in rotation. And another show next week, we will be having DJ Serge Vicious coming back to do a return for us and fill in a little bit of the DJing for us. And it's always a pleasure to have DJ Serge Vicious back with us. He recently got some new equipment, so I'm pretty sure he wants to flex that out. And another thing happening on Tuesday, October 2nd, at the Snack the Ripper and Uncle Slump will be performing at Bourbon. The address for that, it's on Division Street by Damon and Division. And shout out to them for doing their thing. And that pretty much wraps up the whole show in a nutshell. But there is some more events to run down. So there's open sessions with Brave Monk. That's for all the b-boys in the house, and it's to hone in your skills in breakdancing and house and Chicago footwork. Each one teach one fashion, and that's happening October 4th, 7:30 p.m. at the Dorchester Housing and Art Collective.
That's 1456 East 70th Street, Chicago, 60637.
That's right. More hip hop to do, and what else is happening? There's October Fresh happening October 7th, and what is that? That's in Tinley Park. That's Sunday, so that's from 7 p.m. to 10:30.
October 7th at Tribes Ale House and Grill, 9501 171st 71st Street.
And also there's just more hip hop happening. And if you're a freestyle artist and want to get your freestyle on, Tuesday nights, Subterranean, the longest open mic in history.
Guinness Book of World Records holding for the longest open mic night in the country. So. And, I mean, you think it's international? You think it's the longest international?
You know what? I've been going up there and freestyling, and I've met people from Germany, from England, from different Australia, and it never ceases to fail how many people worldwide know this. So shout out to 606, J Norm, and the rest of the crew. Shout out to DNA Beats. And everybody just pretty much who goes out there and been freestyling and for a long time. For my 40th birthday, I had the honor of rocking the 606, and that's just to show how long I've been out there doing this stuff, man. And okay, the time is 11:58. We like to wrap up with the crucial Hypnosis and give a shout out to everybody who's always in the house with us. So let's pull that up. Big shout out to Taynot, Little Epic, SAK Crew, CGT, DCM, Seymour Cuts, Sub T's as we mentioned, 606, Miss Saigon, Sean Abraham, Nevs, Lisa Cheese, Menace, Robin Rock, Oliver Pest Guests, Underpaid Productions, Ill P, Yuck, Dan Freeman, Penny Z, Petty and the Waffle Gang, JB the Crazy Admin, Nick C, Kid Jungle, Jerry Garbus, Joey Africa, Rare, Rico, The Hip Hop Project, Thursdays on WLUW, The Power Style Fam, Hip Hop 101, The Dedicated Show, Frank Cali, Gosh Marcello, The Estrada Family, Ken G, Amber Lewis, Rich Harris, Rick 3C, Sakir, Berto, Juice, JOOCE, Renegades of Funk, Gloria, Edgar, Abuna and Laura, Mike Bledsoe, Def Rock, Cruz, Rick and Oscar, Buna out in Seattle, Michael Perrine, Infinite Evil, and we always dedicate these shows to the late and greatest.
Rest in peace, Kaiser, Soul, Heck, Depty, Gnome, and Derm. Thanks for rocking with us, and how do we end the show?
With a peace.
You're listening to WLW Chicago. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
You're standing at a traffic jam.